It's Fayette County Sports, presented in part by the Fayette County Early Learning Center, Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Great Oaks Career Campuses, Kirk's Furniture, Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, ProMedica Heartland Hospice, M&M Horsehair and M&M Fasteners, The Summers Funeral Home, Weichert Realtors, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. Thank you for watching Fayette County Sports on WCHC TV.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And good evening, everyone, along with the Woolevers, David and Myra. This is Randy Young, and welcome into our second broadcast of the 2022-23 season of Fayette County Youth Sports. Tonight, it's boys basketball as the Miami Trace Panthers, under head coach Ben Ackley in his second season, will take on the Hillsboro Indians, who are under first-year head coach Josh Howland. Miami Trace will come into the contest having already won two of their first games, playing Uniota right before the Thanksgiving holiday, winning over the Shermans. And then last week, a big 19-point win over Greenfield McLean in their FAC opener. Meanwhile, Hillsboro's been quite busy. They've already got 4 games under their belt. They opened the season at Wilmington, losing a tough 4-point encounter. Then they traveled to Blanchester and chalked up a 69-43 win, in which in that contest they end up having a total of 9 3-pointers. Then they traveled down to Jackson on December the 2nd and lost a close one by 4. And then the next night they went down to Goshen, where their former coach is now the head coach, and they lost to Goshen by a 7-point margin. Hillsboro comes into the contest with a record of 1 win and 3 losses, and in the league, they of course are 0-1. This is a big encounter tonight, as there's a whole full slate of FAC encounters going on. Washington Courthouse is at Jackson tonight. They, along with Miami Trace, are currently tied for first place at 1-0 in the league. And besides this game here, also Chillicothe is at Greenfield McLean. We'll be back and we'll talk a little bit more about tonight's game. Hillsboro, Miami Trace, from Miami Trace High School, here on the Fayette County Youth Sports Broadcast, WCHC.
What's this?
We're under attack!
Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's...
I am flu! Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny
We're
nose.
doomed!
Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine. And just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor, and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you're interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Your Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown has openings for individuals looking to grow with one of the top companies in the world. Epifano McDonald's now has available crew positions at our Jeffersonville location starting at $16 per hour. If you're looking for management opportunities, positions are available starting at $18 per hour. Benefits include school tuition assistance, free meals and uniform, paid training. Check out our McDonald's of Fayette County, Ohio Facebook page.
Epiphone McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Along with executive producer David Woollever and camera person Myra Woollever, this is Randy Young with play-by-play coverage tonight of FAC boys basketball action as it's Hillsboro taking on Miami Trace. As we mentioned, we look at the rosters for both of these teams and some new names, especially for Hillsboro. They, of course, lost 7 seniors from last year's team that was under the direction of Miles Burton, who now is the head coach at Goshen. Some of the young men, though, have picked up the slack. A couple of young fellows that we'll be kind of keeping an eye on tonight are a couple of sophomores. The first one we want to kind of keep an eye out for is number 2, Nick Burns. I don't have a lot of statistics on either of these teams, but I can tell you that he likes to shoot the three-pointers, to say the least. Unofficially, in the first 2 games, he had a total of 4 points and scored 29 points in the game. The other sophomore is number 4, Tate Davis. He had 6 three-pointers against Blanchester in that win back on November the 29th, and he's averaging in double figures as well. Looks like Josh Howland says, okay, we don't have a lot of height, but we got some kids can hit the J's, so that we're going to start shooting threes, and so we may see a lot of attempted three-point shots tonight by the Hillsboro Indians. In fact, against the Wilmington team to open up the season, they tried 23 three-pointers in just one game. Some teams don't even shoot that in the whole season. So it could be interesting tonight to see how many trifectas they might have to put up. But don't worry, Miami Trace, they like to put the threes up as well. But, of course, with the fact you've got the big guy in the middle, Andrew Guthrie, you don't have to shoot a lot of threes, to be honest with you. So you can get the ball down the low post to him and let him do his thing. The 6'8" senior, of course, has averaging double figures once again and has led the team in scoring in several contests. Of course, a couple of young fellas that have played a lot last year in that 6-17 opening debut season for Ben Ackley. Now are juniors. They got a year experience under Ben's system, and more things are going to be expected. Of course, that is number 11, Brady Armstrong at 6'2", and, of course, also number 35, Bryson Osborne. Those two fellas are also in double figures as well. A young fellow we might want to keep an eye on tonight is number 2, Trey Robinette. Of course, Trey played quarterback for the Miami Trace football team, and as a 6'2 sophomore, he can light it up as well. So it looks like another balanced team attack for the Miami Trace Panthers as we go into this contest tonight. Real quickly, taking a look at the boys' standings. As we mentioned before, Washington Courthouse, Miami Trace, and Jackson are all 1-0 in the league. Courthouse has, of course, won 4 out of 5 games. Of course, the game they lost figures the game we did the other night there, David. They lost in overtime to Leesburg Fairfield, if you remember, 50-49. That's their only loss of the season. Miami Trace, as we already mentioned, is 2-0. Jackson, of course, playing football deep in the postseason. Just got started, and they're now only 1-0, but they're playing again tonight. McLean is 1-1 overall, 0-1 in the league. Chillicothe's 1-2 overall, also 0-1 in the league. And Hillsboro's 0-1, and they're 1-3 in the league. As we've mentioned, we'll be quite busy for the next 2 weeks as far as sports is concerned. Real quickly, just a quick plug. This Saturday afternoon, we will be doing Adina at Washington Courthouse Girls. That will take the air at about 1 o'clock, as that's a noon start. And then the following Saturday, we're going to do 3 sports events. We will have the tape-delayed broadcast of the bowling match on the 15th between Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse at the Yellow Lanes. Dave and I will tape that, and we'll play it back starting at noon on Saturday the 17th. Then later on that night will be a varsity doubleheader. The girls go at 6, the boys at 7:30. You're saying, well, what about the freshmen and the reserve game? Well, we found out that they're going to be playing on Friday night, the 16th. They will play boys freshmen, and then boys reserve, and then girls reserve, and that will be at Washington Courthouse, and that will be on Friday night the 16th, and then the varsity will play on the 17th. And then on the 20th of December, we'll have Miami Trace girls against Logan Elm, make up for a broadcast that we had to change last week. So we got ourselves quite busy over the next couple of weeks as we head into the holiday break, and we hope that you'll join us on each of those broadcasts. As we are mentioned tonight, Courthouse is at Jackson, and Chillicothe is at McLean in other league games. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups for tonight's game and play-by-play right here on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Don't believe everything you hear on the news media. The real estate market in Fayette County is very strong. My name is Jason Langley, broker and owner of Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company in Washington Courthouse. We also have locations in Plain City and London, Ohio. Don't believe the news media. The market is strong. Although interest rates are higher than they have been in several years, don't let that deter you from picking out the home of your dreams. At Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company, let us help you make that happen. Give us a call at 740-335-2100 and let's pick out the future home of your dreams.
Well, we're just about ready for the playing of the national anthem, so we will join the Miami Trace band in that, and then Aaron Hammond will be doing the starting lineups. And so the starting lineups, again, it's Burns, Davis, Kibler, Parsons, and Bloomfield for Hillsboro. 2, 4, 12, 31, 32 in that order. For Miami Trace, it's Shea Sayers, number 1, number 11, Brady Armstrong, 24, Austin Bodecker, 33, Andrew Guthrie, and number 35, Bryson Osborne. Your starting fives as we're about ready to begin our Fayette County Youth play-by-play of boys basketball, Hillsboro against the Panthers. And Miami Trace will control the opening tip. Bryson quickly looks over to Coach Ackley, and here we go. Osborne comes to the right wing, kills the dribble. Looking around, finally coming all the way out, it's Bodecker. He'll go between the circles. He's picked up on D by Bloomfield. Shot inside, no good. Rebound by Guthrie, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes off Miami Trace. Their first turnover of the contest after they missed 2 attempts for the bucket. We've 7:35 left here in the first period of play. Not sure why the delay there, but we're back to action. Coming across the timeline is Tate Davis, one of the sophomore starters. Now he goes to Parsons. Parsons, right side of the key. Back out between the circles to Davis. Davis under heavy pressure. Now gets it back over to Bloomfield. He's under defensive pressure by Bodecker in the paint. Fakes up the shot, partially blocked, goes out of bounds off Hillsboro. As Bryce Parsons went up, it looked like he was going to shoot the jumper inside the foul line. The ball was partially deflected, and it came off one of the Hillsboro players. That's a turnover on both teams on the opening possession. Quickly across the timeline, Osborne. Lob inside, Guthrie, double team, little hook shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Parsons, and we'll have a whistle and a foul after the bucket. And the foul is going to be called on Osborne. That'll be his first foul, team foul number 1. 6:51 left here in the first period of play. We're just underway. No score. Davis now over to Bloomfield. Around the perimeter, come back to the right side. Long three. The trifecta no good by Davis. Ball knocked around. Davis somehow comes up the offensive board. And that three, he makes it. So after picking up the loose ball, he strips the court for 3, and we got our first bucket and first points at the 6:30 mark here in the first quarter. Osborne running the O. Now goes over to Armstrong. Now over to Sayer, down the lane, right side. Armstrong, ball knocked loose. Rebound, Guthrie. He'll be fouled on the try attempt for the stick-back bucket. Foul will be on Parsons. That will be his first. And Andrew Guthrie, the 6'8" senior, will be going to the line. First attempt's up, good. Second shot is good also. Makes the score now 3-2 in favor of the Indians. Davis quickly across the timeline, kills the dribble, now goes over to Kibler. Now to Bloomfield, left side of the key. Pass over to the right side to Keebler. Now they go to high post to Parsons, around the perimeter they go. Inside, ball knocked loose, and it'll come off of Osborne. And the Panther fans do not agree with that call, as coming down with the ball was Osborne. That came off his leg. So Hillsboro will retain possession underneath their own bucket. Davis again will be the trigger man. Inside, driving the lane, left-handed, rejected by Guthrie on the shot attempt by Bloomfield. We get to put a B besides Guthrie's name for block. Davis now in the low post. Once again, this one goes to Parsons. And trying to reach in and steal the ball from behind was Bodecker. And he's going to get called for the foul. That'll be Austin's first foul, team foul number 2. So again, the Indians will have the ball underneath their own bucket. Burns, long pass out to Davis. Davis now over to Keebler. Now over to Parsons. Parsons in the right corner, way back out front. Now they go to Burns, comes to the left side, Davis. Sayers on him, on the weave, trying to go down the left side on the layup. No good. Rebound comes down to Armstrong. Quick pass down court. Tried to drive the lane, no good. Ball batted around. Guthrie goes up with it. Nope, gets a second chance. Yeah, he made that one. Guthrie's already got 4 offensive rebounds, David. I guess when you're 6'8", you're tower above the guys. I guess you can get those kind of stats, huh? Davis stops. Short pass now over to Parsons. Bounce pass inside. Turnaround shot by Burns. Good for 2. Nice ball movement there. He cut across the lane, was able to get the nice pass and bank it off the glass for 2. 5-4 is your score. And pressure being applied to Bodecker at midcourt. Goes out of bounds off of Hillsboro. And we quickly will get substitutions as Armstrong comes out. And Isaiah Reisinger, number 23, will come in for the Panthers. Also number 23 comes in for Hillsboro, and that's Dorian Stewart. He is a 6'2 junior. Osborne now over to Reisinger, around the perimeter go. Cross-court pass. Sawyer steps. No good. Rebound comes down to Davis. Quickly down court. It goes over and not able to hold on to it is Bloomfield. He was trying to make a little move on Bodecker and didn't work. So that'll be turnover number 2 on Hillsboro. Miami Trace with only 1 so far. 5-4 Indians with the lead. They've led after hitting the three-pointer. Down the lane, left side, crossed over to the right corner. Three-pointer, good! And that's Bodecker with 3, and that puts the Panthers up 7-5. So that's the first points off turnovers as well. One of my favorite stats. Davis stops, pops, foul line jumper, no good. Coming in, getting the rebound will be Osborne. Quick bounce pass down to Bodecker. Bodecker now starts to move. Reisinger now back out front. Osborne around the perimeter. Bodecker top the key, in and out on the 3, won't go. Rebound comes down to Burns. Quickly to Davis. Quickly down court to Bloomfield. Hillsboro wants to run, and they're going to step on the out-of-bounds line. Looks like another turnover on Hillsboro. Well, we got the coaches right in front of us from Hillsboro, Coach Allen. I'm telling you, he says when they get the rebound, he wants them to go. Colton May will come into the game now. Number 5 for Miami Trace. Coach Ackley, boy, he's going to use them all. Reisinger, now to May, around the perimeter to go. Osborne, back out front. Reisinger sets 3, it's good! Six to nothing points off turnovers so far. Favor of the Panthers. That's one reason they're up now 10-5. Over to the left side to Burns. Burns in the lane. Ball slapped at on the floor. Rolls and it goes out of bounds. Trace gets the ball back. Turnover number 4 on the Indians. Quick substitution for Hillsboro. And they're bringing in a number 12. That'll be Keebler. He's back in the game. He started. Across the timeline, Bodecker sees an opening, stops, passing the low post to Guthrie. Ball's hacked, and it's out of bounds. They must not call mugging anymore, David. He was getting hacked on pretty good. The officials let it go. Panthers get the ball out of bounds. 10-5, 2:15 left first period of play. To Guthrie, off the window, rolls around, won't go. Rebound comes down to Davis of Hillsboro. He's across the timeline, gets the pick. Quickly over to Kibler. Now back to Davis, a long three, it won't go. Down with it will be Rice Singer with the rebound. Here comes the Panthers on the fast break, and then Keebler comes out of nowhere and gets the steal. Turnover on the Panthers. We're under 2 minutes here in the first period. Boy, I hope my voice can hold up. I'll tell you, these guys are nothing but fast forward. Coach Ackley better be careful. He's on the floor right now, guys. Now they go over to Bloomfield. Shot right side, no good. Rebound comes down to Osborne. He will bring it across the timeline. Quickly now to Bodecker. Minute and a half. Into Guthrie, left side. He's on the baseline. Cross-court pass. May. Couple bounces. Goes inside. Lays it off his left hand. Good for two. Wow. 12-5. With the ball will be Bloomfield. Now over to Davis. Bounce pass in the corner to Burns. Now they go inside. Forcing the shot in the low post was Parsons. Guthrie blocked it and got the rebound. Quickly down court with it. Osborne to May. He's trailing on the play. Ball bounces around on the floor. And Miami Trace touched it last as Reisinger was trying to get his hands on the ball and bounce it and couldn't do so. More substitutions coming in. Number 32, Bryson Sheets will enter. And who else came in? I got May, I got Osborne, I got Sheets, I got Bodecker, and I got Reisinger. Okay. Guthrie must have been the only one who came out. Coming down with it now, new player from Hillsboro, Bogan Priest. Now over to Burns. Burns switch hands on the dribble. Left side, works his way in the paint. Tries to go out, stolen. Here's Osborne, coast to coast with it. Off the glass, no, partially blocked from behind. Ball goes out of bounds. The players go skidding, forget it's basketball, not sledding, and it is a turnover on Miami Trace. Check out, that's good. They're going to say it came off Hillsboro. I thought they said it was off Miami Trace. So the Panthers will get the ball with 21.3 seconds left. Reisinger goes into Osborne. Osborne now will hold the ball. Bloomfield on him. Osborne looks. May breaks. Now Osborne starts to drive. Tries to get it around, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And that'll be called on Stewart, who entered the game a few moments ago. That'll be his first foul. That's team foul number 3, I believe. Check it, foul number 2. And coming out will be Bodecker. Keeper number 12 for Hillsboro is getting ready to come back in. Coming back out will be Parsons. And I'm trying to figure who came out for Trace. Osborne, Reisinger, 3, good. As the horn will get ready to sound, and it does, and that will end the first period of play. My goodness, we thought it would be Hillsboro shooting the threes. In fact, it is the Panthers that are doing it. 1 in the books. It's Miami Trace 15, Hillsboro 5. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
Well, we're back here at Miami Trace. It's 15-5 in favor of the Panthers after the first period of play. Miami Trace has forced 4 turnovers and converted them into 6 points so far, both of those 3-pointers. In fact, Miami Trace has 3 3-pointers here in the first quarter. When you remember in the pregame show, we talked a great deal that Hillsboro likes to shoot the threes. They've only made 1 up to this point. Panthers, by the way, have only 2 turnovers. Hillsboro's not been able to score off of them. Well, we begin the second period of play with a 10-point lead by Miami Trace.
Help me! Get more!
Bloomfield into Davis. He'll be picked up on defense by May. Davis now over to Stewart, right side of the key. He's guarded there by Sheets. Now back to Davis off the pick. Ball slapped loose by May. Davis near the midcourt line. May again goes for the steal. May got the steal. May comes down. He's off the glass. Won't go, but he'll be fouled on the play. So another turnover by Hillsboro. That's number 5 for him. And Golden May will go to the free throw line. Taking a while to get re-familiar with these guys. This is the first time we've seen basketball uniform. We saw them in football a couple weeks there, David. But matching the names up with the young men, and Golden mixed his first free throw. He's got 3 points so far. Bloomfield is out. Keep it back in. Second one's good. So Colton taking advantage of that turnover. Another 2 points. It's 8-0. Miami Trace leads points off turnovers. Davis way over to the corner to Burns. Burns now stops top the key. Looking around, gets some help. Goes over to Davis. Davis, the young sophomore. One of the leaders in scoring off the pick. Goes to Priest. Check at Stewart. Stewart down the lane. And he will travel with the ball. Another turnover on Hillsboro. So Hillsboro's able to get the ball inside the paint area, but then they're just not protecting the ball very well. And you got to credit some of the Miami Trace defense for that as well, my friends. So Miami Trace is now forced 6 turnovers against the Hillsboro team here in the first half of play. We've played 1 minute in the second period, and it's already a double-digit lead by Miami Trace, 17-5.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
19-5, Miami Trace with an early lead so far against both Uniota and Greenfield in their first 2 games, which they won. That's been the key, jumping on their opponents very early in the game. And they're just keeping it up here against Hillsboro. Pass on the baseline, and it's partially deflected off Miami Trace as they attempted to get it to Stewart. Hillsboro will look to the bench to get the play. Davis will be the trigger man. Tate looking, now passes it into the right corner. Keebler back out front now to Stewart. Stewart has the ball knocked loose by Sheets. Gets it in midair, stops. Over now to Burns. He puts the 3 up, and there you go. waiting on him to get a three, and he does for the Hillsboro fans. It's now 19-8. Quickly down court, Guthrie in the corner, a three, no good. Ball batted around. Coming down with it will be Parsons. Might have been a little bit out of Andrews' shooting range. What do you think, huh? Anyway, Stewart's got it. Looked like he wanted to shoot it. Now backdoor pass to Davis. Davis now over to Burns. They're trying to set him up on the three-point line again. He now hands it to Davis. Stops, pops. 12-footer, no good. Rebound once again goes to Guthrie. And as he comes down with it, Hillsboro tries to steal from behind. And a reaching in foul will be called. And that will be called on Stewart. That'll be, I believe, his second. Now that's his second foul. That is his fourth team foul. So we're not close to the free throw shooting yet. Bodecker will bring it down across the timeline. Yep, chance that up. He flips over to Sayers. Sayers now around the perimeter they go. Reisinger into Bodecker, threw it a little bit hard, and picking it up by Reisinger. Back-to-back turnovers on the team. Working on the baseline, inside, shot up by Guthrie, no good. After the nice pass by Armstrong, and coming out with it, boy, he used some muscle on that, was Parsons. So both teams with a turnover on that exchange. Quickly down court with it is Burns. Shot inside the foul line area, no good by Parsons. Rebound by Guthrie again. He's going to have a double-double by halftime way he's going. Now, Reisinger in the corner. Back to Guthrie. Little 9-footer. No good. Coming out of nowhere, trying to get the rebound was there, and he goes on out of bounds. And I believe it's going to go to Hillsboro. Yes, it is. Osborne now will get ready to come back in for Miami Trace. Let's give Andrew a little breather. What do you think, huh? He well deserves it. 2, 4, 6. They got him for 6 points. 2, 4, 6, 8 rebounds already, David, and a block.
We're under attack!
Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's
I am flu! Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny
We're
nose.
doomed!
Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine. And just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
I believe that makes the Panther reserves now 3-0 for the season. All right. Hillsboro, after the maintenance work being done, brings it up to Davis. Sayers on him. Davis burns him. He brings it down in the corner. Long three-pointer by Burns. No good. Rebound by Keebler. Gets it out front. Around the perimeter they go. Keebler inside, got a whistle and away from the ball. And we're going to have a foul called on Bodecker. Pushing off. So Bodecker will pick up his second foul. And Hillsboro had the ball underneath their bucket. Colton May now will re-enter. Bodecker takes a breather after picking up that second foul. Bloomfield tries to go inside once again to Parsons. Ball knocked out of bounds by Miami Trace. 4:07 left here in the first half. Davis again, trigger man. Skip pass, turnaround shot off the window, good for 2 by Bloomfield. Good play there. That makes it now 19-10, so Hillsboro's got it back down under double figures. Osborne hands the ball down to Reisinger. Over around to the left side. Sayers stops, shot, foul line, good for 2. Put it down. 21-10. Trace back up by double digits. 3:33 left in the first half, and trying to go coast to coast and can't hold on the ball. Turnover is Tate Davis. Trying to do a little bit on his own on that one. Quick substitution for Hillsboro. Braden Hunter, another sophomore for Hillsboro, comes in. Tate's going to take a little breather. So Coach Allen basically going with a very, very young team here. A lot of sophomores. Osborne across the timeline. Good switch hands on the dribble, down the right side of the lane, off the window, good for two. First 2 points of the contest for Bryson Osborne, 23-10. Now they got Bloomfield out front. Ball trying to throw inside, ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Osborne. He weaves and bobs. He stops, low post, fall away jumper, good for two. So another turnover and another 2 points off of the turnovers. 25-11. Trace with the lead. They've now got 11 points off turnovers. Osborne with yet another steal. Osborne quickly over down court to Rice-Singer. Three's no good. Rebound Bloomfield. We're going to have a whistle, and we're going to have a foul. So, foul on Miami Trace. That will be their fourth team foul. That foul was on Osborne. That's his second. So he's got two, and Bodecker's got two. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Coming across the timeline, Bloomfield stops, bounce pass, Parsons. Ball knocked loose once again, saves it. Now goes back out front to Bloomfield. Bloomfield now back over to Hunter. Hunter around the perimeter, back over to Stewart on the right side. Rice-Singer's on him, starts to drive, kicks it back out and over to the wing. In the paint area is Hunter. Gets it back out to Parsons. Parsons now starts to work on the baseline. Little 5-footer, no good. Fight underneath the rebound. Goes out of bounds, off the Hillsboro's hands. Goes Miami Trace. Trey Robinette, number 2, is now in the game for Miami Trace. We talked a little bit about him earlier in the pregame show. Shot, left side, Armstrong, no good. Trying to tip it up and make it was Rice-Singer, but he missed it. Quickly coming down with it will be Hillsboro. It'll be Parsons with the board. He's got 5 defensive rebounds here in the first half. Coming down with it is Stewart. He tries to back himself in, and he's going to be whistled in the foul. And Parsons looked like he might got hit in the face. A holding call will be called on Miami Trace. That'll be team foul number 5. That foul will be on Rice-Singer. That will be his first. Hillsboro underneath their own bucket. Davis back in the game. Ball's out in the air. And Armstrong went to try to go get it in the bench. And now Guthrie re-enters. Bloomfield re-enters. Parsons comes out. So Hillsboro with the ball. Bloomfield now to Davis. Davis has got Robinette on him. We got a whistle and the foul underneath. And it's going to be off the screen, it looks like. We're going to call that on Shea Sowers for using his knee, trying to set up a screen or something. Pass in to Hunter, and now we got another whistle, and again on Shea.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Davis quickly brings it down court with 1 minute left in the first half of play. Now over to Bloomfield. Stops, right side of the key. Back out front now to Davis. After Keebler gave him the ball, ball's knocked out of bounds by May. Hillsboro retained possession near midcourt. 36 seconds left here in the first half. Kirk's Furniture halftime show coming up. We'll update you on the standings in the league and future games coming up in first half stats. Hand off to Bloomfield. He just throws it out of desperation in the paint area, hoping to draw a foul, and he doesn't get it, and it goes out of bounds. Hunter back out. Keebler back in. Miami Trace. Robinette. Sayers. Will try to trap him. Gets rid of it. Armstrong. Now to Guthrie. Way back out front. Shea's got it. Looks. Sees an opening. Comes to the right side. Can't hold on to the ball. It's on the floor. Scramble for it. And Robinette's bumped out of bounds. And it's a turnover. Miami Trace. That's only unofficially their third turnover in the first half compared to 10 for Hillsboro. 5.6 seconds left. Davis brings it down. He's going to shoot it from half court. Oh, it almost went in. It hits the rim, but doesn't go down, and that will end the first half of play. And it's been all Miami Trace. After the first half, it's Miami Trace 27, Hillsboro 10. Stay with us. We'll be back in a few moments with the Kirk's Furniture halftime show right here on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leal Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leal Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leala Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
We're under attack!
Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's...
I am flu! Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny
We're
nose.
doomed!
Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine, and just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
It's now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show, presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays. Welcome back. It's halftime, 27-10 in favor of Miami Trace at the half as they are trying to get their third consecutive win to start off the 2022-23 season.
We'll take a look at the stats here in just a moment. Real quickly, as we told you at the top of the pregame show, this is a big game tonight for Miami Trace as they are tied with Washington Courthouse and Jackson, currently at 1-0 in the league. Of course, Courthouse is at Jackson tonight. Hopefully we'll have a score for you later on. Chillicothe, meanwhile, will be at Greenfield. Wednesday night, Courthouse will be at Greenfield. Well, that could be interesting, couldn't it? Why is it every time Courthouse goes to Greenfield, it always turns out to be an interesting basketball game, or even sports event, to be honest with you. Hillsboro will be at Chillicothe, and that will be a freshman reserve varsity triple header. So keep that in mind. That will be on Friday. Saturday night's non-conference. Courthouse will be at Wilmington. Miami Trace is at Logan Elm, and Chillicothe's at Dayton Stivers. I should mention Miami Trace will be at Chillicothe on Friday night as well. All right, real quickly, I want to take a look at the girls' standings. We will have girls basketball coming up next on Saturday afternoon when Washington Courthouse will take on Adena in a non-league encounter. Now, the reserve game is scheduled to start around 12 noon, so we'll take the air at about 1:15. But we can tell you that tomorrow night, Courthouse will be at Greenfield in girls basketball. Hillsboro will be at Chillicothe. And then Saturday, as we mentioned, Adena at Courthouse in the afternoon. Jackson will be at Greenfield McLean. That's also an afternoon game. Miami Trace at Chillicothe is an evening game. And then Hillsboro is a non-conference game in the afternoon. They'll be at White Oak, and that starts at 2 p.m. Your league standings, Jackson leads the league right now at 3-0, and they've only played 3 games, so their overall record is identical. Chillicothe is 2-0. They have a 3-0 overall record. Then you have Miami Trace, who's at 2-1, and they're 4-3 overall. They, of course, lost to Jackson at Jackson last night. Greenfield McLean's at 0-2. They're 1-3 in the league. 0-2 in the league, 1-3 overall. Hillsboro's 0-2, 2-4 overall. And Washington Courthouse is 0-2. They are 0-4 overall. So that is an update on those the league standings and overall for both the girls and the boys. Again, Saturday afternoon, girls basketball. It will be Washington Courthouse taking on Adena, 1:15 airtime. Then next week we'll be busy, but we will be taping the bowling of Miami Trace and Courthouse on Thursday the 15th. We'll play that back starting at 12 noon next Saturday. A week from Saturday at 12 noon is when we will put that on so you can watch it. And then that evening, it's a varsity girls and boys doubleheader. Girls will go first between Courthouse and Trace at 6. The boys will then follow at 7:30. It's halftime here at Miami Trace, and it's been all Panthers. They're up 27-10 over Hillsboro. We come back, we'll take a look at the first half stats on the Kirk's Furniture Halftime Show right here on WCHC.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
All right, let's take a look at the first half stats here for both teams. Again, Miami Trace leading it by a commanding 27-10 lead. They led 15-5. Hillsboro got, I think it was 21? No, it was 19-10, 9 points. That's the closest they've gotten in the first half. And Miami Trace bumped it up, scoring 8 straight points. They're up 27-10. All right, real quickly for Hillsboro in the scoring column. They've only got 3 guys that have scored here in the first half. Nick Burns has 5 points, including 1 3. Tate Davis has 3 points, including a 1 3. And Deegan Bloomfield has 2 points In the rebounding department, Hillsboro has 9 defensive rebounds and only 1 offensive rebound for a total of 10. Hillsboro has committed 10 turnovers and has given up 11 points to Miami Trace on those turnovers, including 2 threes back in the first quarter of play. Now for Miami Trace, they've got a little bit more balanced scoring. Of course, they're led off by Andrew Guthrie, the 6'8 senior, has 8 points in the contest, and he has 9 rebounds so far, so he's very close to already a double-double as we head into the second half. 6 points for Isaiah Reisinger. Isaiah's got 2 threes, both of those in the first period. 4 points apiece for Bryson Osborne and Colden May. 3 points for Austin Bodecker and Shea Sayers with 2. Bodecker has a 3. As we already mentioned, Reisinger has 2 threes. Miami Trace has 6 offensive rebounds, and they have a total of 6 defensive rebounds for a total of 12. And they have only committed 3 turnovers compared to 10 for Hillsboro and have not given up any points. So again, at halftime, it's Miami Trace 27, Hillsboro 10. Reserve game went to the Panthers tonight earlier, 31-21. And that's a look at our stats and schedules and much more here on the Kirk's Furniture Halftime Show, which is heard between the halftimes of all of our high school basketball broadcast games this winter here on WCHC. We'll be back with second half play-by-play in 30 seconds right here on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners, from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's 1 part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
Well, we're back here for second half play-by-play, and if you're Hillsboro, you've got to hope that you can get some shots to fall for you. They're already down by 17 at the half at 27-10. Miami Trace, my goodness, they have just been outstanding, hitting not only the threes, but also been able to get the ball inside. Mr. Guthrie, of course, the main difference there. He's already got 9 of the team's 12 rebounds. That's what we call domination, to say the least. So both teams getting last-minute instructions. Again, after the game on the McDonald's Star of the Game show, we'll be talking to head coach Ben Ackley of Miami Trace about tonight's game. And also, we'll be selecting a player for Miami Trace as our Star of the Game award winner. Don't forget, this Saturday and next Saturday, we'll be doing the fall sports, and we'll talk more about that later on. Here we go, Miami Trace, as we begin the second half. They have the ball. Osborne in the right side. Bounce pass, high post to Guthrie, waiting for him to cut around. Hands the ball now over to Bodecker. Back out to Osborne. Passes up to 3, shot inside the foul line. Off the glass, no good. Bodecker rebounds, quick pass, Sayer inside, Guthrie off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Parsons. 7.5 left here in the third period play. Davis under a lot of pressure, gets rid of it. Now over to Parsons, passes it now over to Bloomfield. Check that, make that Parsons, and he goes up. And another ball knocked out of bounds by Mr. Guthrie. So Hillsboro will take the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket. Pass into Parsons. Back way out front to Burns. Around the perimeter, they go to Davis. Davis right side. Sayers on him. Now back out to Bloomfield. Bodecker on him. Now they go back to Davis. Davis Stops, flips it now back over to Keebler. Davis starts to drive, pops, 12-footer, no good. Ball batted around. Osborne comes down with the rebound. Then has the ball stolen out of his hands. Then trying to go in for a layup will be Bloomfield, and he'll be fouled on the shot. So foul will be called. And that will be on Sayers, and that'll be his third foul. So he's the first Panther that will be in foul trouble. Dagan Bloomfield, 2 points so far tonight. Free throws up, no good. Hillsboro's 0 for 2 now at the free throw line. Trace, meanwhile, is 2 for 2. Second one bounces around and finally goes in. So that makes it 27-11. 6:44 left here in the third period of play. 3 points now for Bloomfield. Osborne across the timeline. Now comes to the left side, pass in the corner. Austin, shot, pulls up, 10-footer, no good. Rebound from the weak side. Sayer tries to backdoor pass it to Guthrie, throws it away. Turnover, Miami Trace. And they had only 3 in the first half. They've already got 2 on their first 3 possessions of the second half. 6:20 left in the third. All Panthers up to this point, up by 16. Bloomfield across the lane, goes up and draws Guthrie, contact, and has a good experience of hitting tackled by Guthrie, I guess. Guthrie was following him pretty close, and he was able to stop, and he acted like he was going to shoot and kind of did a little head fake. Guthrie went for it and got him on the back and knocked him down. Guthrie said, nice fake. First shot up, no good. Parsons still looking for his first points of the contest. Second one, rolls around, that one, go. Rebound comes down to Bodecker. Quickly across the timeline, Austin. Now over to Osborne. Bryson. Now over to Armstrong. Brady tries to lob it into Guthrie. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's off of Hillsboro's hands. So Miami Trace will take it out at the far left corner. Armstrong will be the trigger man. Under 6 minutes here in the third. Pass to Bodecker, back to Armstrong, the three-pointer. No good. Rebound, weak side. Osborne tries to flip it back out and saved by Armstrong. Get another offensive boards too. The Panthers. Bodecker drives the lane off the glass. Boy, that was way off. Rebound comes down to Parsons. Parsons right now doing the job on the defensive end. I got him unofficially with 6 of the rebounds so far. Bloomfield now over to Parsons. Bryce now goes it back to Burns. Has been very quiet in this game. Ball's partially deflected, another turnover. Picking it up, Osborne, quick pass down court, stops, pops, little 7-footer, good for 2 by Bodecker. And another 2 points off of turnovers. That's 13-0 advantage, Miami Trace. Shot from the foul line, way off the mark. Rebound comes down to Miami Trace. Again, this one's Bodecker. Flips it over to Armstrong. Sayer shoots the 3. Got it! Put it down. 5 points for Shea. 32-11. Biggest lead of the game for the Panthers. Davis across the timeline. Stops. Now over to Parsons. To Davis. Go in the corner. To Keebler. Back to Davis. He'll shoot the 3. Puts it up. No good. Ball batted around. Offensive board, tries to lay it off the glass. No good by Parsons. And we're going to whistle and a foul on the play as Miami Trace was trying to fight for the ball. And I believe that one will be on Parsons. check it. It's no foul. It was out of bounds. I've been watching to see if they put anything. They didn't. Mays back in the game, and shot from the left side. Also in the game is Grant Guess, a freshman. Shots out, goes out of bounds. Panthers stand with the press. Davis across the timeline. And Stewart came up, and Guess runs into him. So check out, make it Mays. It's going to be number 5, not number 3, will be charged with the foul. That will be Colden's first foul of the game. Third foul here in the second half. May on Davis. Davis giving up about 4 or 5 inches there. Around the perimeter they go. Parsons back to Bloomfield. Now over to Stewart. Left side of the key to Davis. Now the keeper goes inside, and Mr. Guthrie says, get that out of here. Block number 2 for him tonight. 3:39. Nick Burns will get ready to come back in the game. Keebler comes out. Davis will be the trigger man. Now they go to Parsons, back out front. Burns, now to Davis. Davis, short pass in the wing. Coming in, a little semi-hook in the paint, no good. Coming from behind will be Bloomfield. He knocks the ball out of bounds as Guthrie came down with the board. Guthrie said, would somebody like to go down there and help bring the ball up? Osborne across the timeline, all the way, coast to coast, off the window. Oh, Guthrie, stick back bucket, good for 2. Ten points for him. He's got now unofficially 11 rebounds, double-double. Stewart's got the ball. He's tapped in the corner. Inside, another block. Long 3, Parsons no good. Davis rebound, it won't go. Ball fall around, and it goes out of bounds. So give Davis an offensive rebound, and then give another rebound to Bloomfield. Hillsboro with the ball, shot from the left side, no good by Parsons. Rebound by Osborne, and he'll be fouled on the play. Foul will be called on Stewart. So Dorian Stewart picks up his 3rd foul. Hillsboro stand with the press. They got to do something. They're down by 23. 2:45. Across the timeline. Guess. Now to Guthrie. Yes! Off the window, good for 2. Boy, he was flying there, and I'd say, if you saw him coming, get out of his way. And that's what they did. Timeout on the court, 2:33, 3rd period of play. It's all Trace. They're up 36-11 here on Fayette County Youth Sports WCHC.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Andrew Guthrie, just by himself, is already outscored the entire Hillsboro team. He's got 12 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocked shots unofficially. And we're still 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd period. Hillsboro will get the ball out of bounds. They are simply just not able to get rebounds, shots to fall, and they have not been able to figure out this press defense by Miami Trace tonight. Numerous turnovers. Though they have cut it down, they had 10 in the first half, only 1 here in this quarter. Ball, Bloomfield. Parsons to Davis. Now over to Hunter's back in the game for Hillsboro. Now back to Burns. Around the perimeter they go. Shot put up and will not go. Rebound again by Guthrie. Quick pass down court. Trying to lay it up was May. Doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Bloomfield. Across the timeline. Bloomfield with the ball. Stops. Short pass now to Davis. Minute 45 in the third. Davis flips it over to Burns. Burns cuts, stops just outside the foul line area. Now over to Hunter. Hunter comes across. Now over to the right side to Parsons. Parsons to Davis on the cut. Layup good for 2. Well, they had to work for that one, didn't they? But it's 36-13. Osborne across the timeline. Now hands it to Reisinger. Back to Osborne. Right baseline. 10-footer. Good. It'll be interesting after this game to see what the shooting percentages are. I don't remember too many missed shots, to be honest with you. By Trace. Davis now tries to go inside to Burns. Ball batted around. May tries to save it. And the official says Hillsboro will retain possession of it. Massive substitutions now. Sayers coming in, number 1, number 2. Robinette's coming in. Number 40 now is coming in. That's Holden Hunter. Reisinger will stay in. Osborne stays in for Trace. You may have seen most of the starting 5 done for the night, David. Coach Ackley saving him for Chillicothe Friday and Logan Elm on Saturday as they will go on a 5-game road trip toward the end of the week. Ball's batted around, and there will be a foul. And that will be on Hunter for reaching in. So Trace gets it back. It's a turnover. Quickly over to Hunter. Puts it up. Ball partially blocked. No good. Saved by Robinette. Sayer. Hunter. Around the perimeter. Osborne. Sayer. 3. No good. Ball batted from out of bounds. And it comes off the Hillsboro. Trace retains it. (38-13), 24.2 seconds now. Trace underneath their own bucket. Osborne, throw to Hunter, sets 3. Oh, won't go. Rebound comes down to Bloomfield. Quickly across the timeline. And we got a whistle up front. It will be called on Reisinger, his second foul. That's the 14th foul, so they'll take it out of bounds. Lobs back to Bloomfield. He is going to shoot a 3. Will not go. Rebound comes down to Hunter. Quickly, Robinette skip pass attempted to Sayer, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Miami Trace. Those kind of things I don't think you get too upset about. The guys were trying to get the fast break going, so you can get away with maybe a little mistake like that. Quick pass now into Parsons. 3-pointer at the horn. It's off the mark, and that will end the third period of play. Well, if you're just now tuning in, and I'll tell you this score, you're going to say, what? But it's true. Oh, it's real true. Don't want to say what Kirk Hangle said, but anyway, Miami Trace leads it going to the final period, 38-13 on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC.
Don't believe everything you hear on the news media. The real estate market in Fayette County is very strong. My name is Jason Langley, broker and owner of Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company in Washington Courthouse. We also have locations in Plain City and London, Ohio. Don't believe the news media. The market is strong. Although interest rates are higher than they have been in several years, don't let that deter you from picking out the home of your dreams. At Weichert Realtors, Langley Campbell Company, let us help you make that happen. Give us a call at 740-335-2100 and let's pick out the future home of your dreams.
All right, we go into the final 8 minutes of action. It's been all Trace, 38-13 as the score shows. Trace basically has been hot. Hillsboro's been not, I guess is the best way to put it. Looks like Coach Ackley's put most of his starters back in, at least for a few moments, start the fourth period. Davis inside, shot off the glass, no good. Ball batted around, and Robinette will come down with it. So not all the starters are back in. Now it goes to Bodecker. Austin across the timeline. Davis knocks the ball loose, tries to go for the steal, and it comes off the legs of Bodecker. Miami Trace turnover. Miami Trace had 3 turnovers the entire first half of play. That's their 4th in the second half. It's one of those stats you don't have to try to catch up with your opponent. You know what I'm saying? Davis, Bodecker will be on him. Davis across the timeline. 7.5 left in the game. Handoff, shot, no good. Rebound, stick back bucket, good for 2 by Parsons. So he'll get a stick back bucket off the offensive rebound and a chance for the old-fashioned 3. Bryson Sheets will be one charged with the foul. His first. Team foul number 5. Free throws up, will not go. Sheets comes down with the board. And then ball's knocked loose. So we got Armstrong, Hunter, Robinette, Bodecker, and Sheets for Miami Trace. We've got a couple fellow starters and some of the reserves. Down to Hunter, left baseline, 10-footer, head fake, shot a little bit too strong. Rebound, pulling it down, it'll be Bloomfield. Another defensive rebound for him. Backs to Davis, launches the trifecta, hits the side of the rim, no good. Ball goes and rolls, and it goes out of bounds, and it goes back to the Panthers. .702 left in the game. 38-15 in favor of Miami Trace. Looking for their 3rd win in 3 starts. Bodecker. Now to Hunter in the corner. And the ball's taken right out of his hand. Another turnover. Now to Davis. Davis over to Burns. Burns. Skip pass inside, throws it away. Another turnover. Quickly coming down with it is Armstrong. Brady stops, banks it off the glass, good for 2. Oh, that was just as pretty as pumpkin pie, you know? That was smooth. Burns gets the pick, drives, puts up the shot, off the glass. Yep, it's going to get waved off. Offensive foul. That's also a turnover. So wipe the points off the board. Burns will pick up his first foul. He has 5 in the half, and well, he'll take a quick seat on the bench. Keebler will come in for him, number 12. Here we go, Robinette, little fit ball pass down to Armstrong. Yeah, it's good for 2. Another 2 points off turnovers as well. I think I did that in football a little bit, didn't he? I think Brady mostly played on the defensive side, but that was a good pass. Inside, Stewart trying to force some action. And stick back bucket, good for 2 by Parsons. Another offensive rebound. Quickly down court to Hunter. Left side off the glass, a little bit strong. They're trying to give Hayden a bucket, aren't they? Every time they get down court, they're giving him the ball, and it's just a little bit too much. We're going to have a whistle and a foul as we'll bring in a Guthrie. This time it's going to be Adam, not Andrew, the younger brother. Also in for Miami Trace, Tate Landrum, number 10. Coach Ackley basically let most of the youngsters get some scene action here. Long shot, a three, it's good by Stewart. That is only the third three of the game for Hillsboro. Inside, Davis after the steal gets the 2 points. So another 2 points off of turnovers here. In fact, that's the first as Davis gets the 2-pointer. Now Sheets brings it, gives it now to Armstrong. Down, Adam Guthrie, 2 for him. 44-22, score's been doubled. 5 minutes left in the game. Davis now over to Bloomfield. Bloomfield starts to drive, puts up the shot, no good. Ball banded around. Coming down with it will be Adam Guthrie. Quick pass down court. Robinette off the glass. Behind his back makes it for 2. 46-22. Miami Trace with the lead. And they're just simply now showing off. These kids are just making all kinds of shots, aren't they? Davis now over to Stewart in the paint. Shots up, no good. Fight underneath. And again, it's Adam Guthrie with another rebound. Quick outlet pass down court to Robinette. We got a whistle and a foul on the play. And I believe we have Keebler, number 12, is going to be the one that's going to get the foul line. Yep. So we got some more subs coming in. We got Zachary Warnock, number 21. We remember that name, don't we, David? Mr. Kicker there for the Panthers. In the corner, Robinette, 3, no good. Ball batted around, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Hillsboro. So we got Robinette, Adam Guthrie. We got Zachary Warnock. We got Grant Guess. And we got Tate Landrum from Miami Trace. Landrum on Davis. We're down to 4 minutes, 46-22. Trace leading Hillsboro. Now to Parsons around the perimeter. Davis to go inside. Keeler, ball bounced loose, picked up. Going up, nice pass, layup, good for 2. To Parsons and give an assist to Bloomfield. He made a nice little pass across the lane to get it to him. Set him up for a high percentage layup. Now coming down across the line is Grant Guess. Bounce pass now over to Warnock on the baseline. Landrum for 2. Everybody's getting in the scoring attack tonight. 48-24, 3.5 left in the game. Davis comes in, ball partially deflected, and we're going to have a whistle and we're going to have a foul. And that one will be on Armstrong. Now check, that can't be Armstrong. It's on 21, not 11. It's on Warnock. Foul's on him. And with that, Trace wants a timeout. Let's take one as well. 3:21 left in the game. Don't go away. It's Trace up 48-24 here on Fayette County Youth Sports WCHC.
Attention caregivers. Take advantage of the respite stay services at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. Our dedicated staff can care for your loved one's needs while you take time for yourself. For more information or to schedule a respite stay, call us today. You deserve a break. Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, sister facilities with a family feel.
got 9 Miami Trace players have scored in the game here. 48-24. At the free throw line, Tate Davis, 5'8" sophomore, leading the team in scoring tonight with 7 points. Make it 8. Second opportunity coming up. It's good. So he makes both free throws and now makes it 48-26. 3:21 left. Warnock now into Guess. Landrum. Warnock, Guess, around the perimeter to go, left side to Robinette. Landrum, back to Robinette. Now to Guthrie. Adam, that is. Little head fake move, shot up, no good. Off the hands of Miami Trace, and it goes back to Hillsboro. So the Panthers will be traveling to Chillicothe on Friday night. They will be tied for first either with Jackson or Courthouse, whoever wins that game tonight. And then, of course, a week from Saturday, it's the battle in town, number 1 between the schools. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hillsboro with the ball underneath their own bucket. As Hillsboro's now going to get ready to bring some subs in. And we got Garrett Thompson's number 22. 23's Dorn Stewart. Number 3 is Brogan Priest. 2, I believe, is back in is Nick Burns. So Hillsboro back out to Burns. Burns stops around the perimeter. Nope, they go over to Hunter. Now back to Stewart. 2:23 left in the game. Burns, cross-court pass over to Priest. Priest will back it out. Sets, three-pointer, good by Braden Hunter. 48-29. Hillsboro getting it under the 20-point deficit. They're trying to trap Giss, and coming in and a tied ball. Possession arrow gives it back to Trace. Hayden Hunter coming back in. Holden Hunter, excuse me. Warnock will get ready to throw the ball in near the Trace bench. Lob pass into Guthrie. Knocked loose to Hunter. Shot up. Won't go. Trying to get the rebound. Warnock comes off his hands. Ball goes back to Hillsboro. Old Hunter, 6'1" senior. He's the crowd favorite. They want him to get a bucket. His teammates are trying to help him out a little bit. Just simply can't get the ball to fall for him. Meanwhile, Hillsboro trying to see if they can at least cut this deficit, make it a little bit more respectable. Stewart is going to shoot the 3, might as well. Hits the side of the rim, no good. Ball to the rebound. Hillsboro comes down with it. That being Thompson, getting the ball, coming down. Warnock, layup, no good. Stick back bucket, good by Miami Trace Grant Guess on the stick back there. 50-29. I believe that's now 10 players that have scored for Trace tonight. We'll take a look at the scores, post-game comments, and pick a star of the game on the McDonald's Star of the Game show later on. Rebound by Hunter. That's number 2 for him. He gets rid of the ball out to Landrum. Now back to Grant, a freshman. Yes, gets a pick, goes to the hole with it. Shot up, no good. Ball batted round. And saving it's Warnock. Good play. Warnock from the corner. No. Rebound coming down. And now they go into Guthrie. Adam kicks it back out to Guess. Now to Hunter. Hunter, he'll bring it back. We're down to 25 seconds. Hunter now comes to the right side. Stops. Looking around. Throw back out front now to Guess. Now back And Hunter will be fouled. The foul will be called on Priest. That's only team foul number 5. Trace will get the ball out of bounds. Hunter will be the trigger man. Looking, lobs it now to Guthrie. Back to Hunter. Wanted to shoot the 3, decides not to. Goes back to Adam Guthrie. Adam will bring it back out front. 10 seconds left. Now over to Guess. Guess will just drive it up as he looks quickly at the clock. We're down to the final seconds, and that will end the game. And tonight, Miami Trace jumped out to a 15-5 lead, and they did not stop on the accelerator whatsoever, as they end up winning the big time tonight. Final score, Miami Trace 50, Hillsboro 29. Stay with us. We got post-game comments, stats, and the announcement of our star of the game. That's all coming up next, right here on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
We're under attack!
Is it COVID-19?
Not this time. It's...
I am flu! Prepare to feel fever, cough, runny
We're
nose.
doomed!
Don't worry, Spleen. We've got a flu vaccine. And just like the COVID-19 vaccine, it trained white blood cells to identify and defeat the virus.
Thanks, flu vaccine!
Don't be caught off guard. Make sure you're up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccines.
Sir, cover your mouth.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
It's now time for the Epifano post-game program, featuring coaches' comments and the player of the game announcement. This program is presented by your Epifano McDonald's restaurants, 3 locations in Fayette County and Jamestown.
Welcome back here as our post-game programming starts. We'll be talking with the head coach Ben Ackley in just a few moments. Also, we'll be announcing our Epifano McDonald's star of the game for this game. Let's take a look at some stats, though. These, again, are unofficial, but it gives you a little maybe picture, a better idea of the game tonight. First of all, final score, again, was Miami Trace 50 and Hillsboro 29. Hillsboro, in the first 4 games, was averaging around 50-some points a contest, so the Panthers did an outstanding job against them this evening as far as defense is concerned. Real quickly, I've got Tate Davis leading Hillsboro with 9 points unofficially with 1-3. I've got 6 points for Bryce Parsons. He also had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 10 rebounds in the game for them tonight. I've got 5 points for Nick Burns. Those all came in the first half of play, and that included 1 3 as well. 3 points apiece for Braden Hunter on a 3. Dorian Stewart also 3 on the 3. And Diggin Bloomfield had 3. So again, Davis with 9, 6 for Parsons, 5 for Burns, 3 apiece for Hunter, Stewart, and Bloomfield. And the team stats, I had Hillsboro unofficially with 14 defensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds for a total of 21. I had him 3 for 8 from the free-throw line, and I had him unofficially with 14 turnovers, and they gave up 17 points off of those turnovers. For Miami Trace tonight, they had 11 players that scored tonight. Starting off, Andrew Guthrie, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocked shots tonight. Also in the scoring column with 6 points, Isaiah Reisinger, who had 2 threes in the first period of play. 5 points apiece for Shea Sayers and also Austin Bodecker. Both of those had a 3-point shot. Bryson Osborne, I should say, he also had 6 points as well. Don't want to forget about him. And also with 4 points apiece was Brady Armstrong, Colden May, and with 2 points apiece, Tate Landrum, and also Adam Guthrie. So again, 12 points, 11 rebounds for Andrew Guthrie, 6 apiece for Osborne and Reisinger, 5 for Sayer and Bodecker, 4 for Armstrong, 4 for May, 2 for Robinette, 2 for Guess, 2 for Landrum, and 2 for Guthrie. That's why I always repeat, just to make sure that I've got everybody's name in there. For Miami Trace, unofficially, I had them with 17 defensive rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds for a total of 28. Also, I had them tonight with only 9 turnovers in the contest, and they gave up only 2 points on the board to Hillsboro. So again, Miami Trace with a 17-2 advantage as far as the points off turnovers. That's one of my favorite stats, and when we got 21-point difference, David, so pretty much stays right there on line. We're going to take a break. We'll talk to Coach Ackley in just a few moments, and we'll also announce our player of the game. So stay with us right here on the McDonald's Star of the Game postgame show.
The Bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's in Fayette County and Jamestown. You can choose your favorite breakfast sandwich, either bacon, egg, and cheese, steak, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. Try out these delicious breakfast sandwiches backed by popular demand. The Bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's restaurants. 3 locations in Fayette County and in Jamestown. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
All right, we're back here at Miami Trace. We'll talk to Coach Ackley here in just a few moments. Dave and I were talking about the bench came out and did a great job tonight for Miami Trace. I've got unofficially got 6 players that came off the bench, that being Robinette, Guest, May, Landrum, Reisinger, and Guthrie. Of course, Hunter also played, as well as Sheets and also Warnock. But the 6 guys that did come off the bench and scored had 18 points. And again, it was a 21-point difference, so they definitely did the job cushioning that lead for the Miami Trace Panthers. Panthers jumped out again, 15-5 at the end of the first period, 27-10 at the half, led 38-13 after 3, and 50-29 for the final score. Meanwhile, the reserves tonight, in case you're wondering about that, Miami Trace wins by a score 31-21. Well, we'll go ahead and do the star of the game. I think it's pretty obvious who this is going to be tonight. He's the only guy, really, to get double figures for either team, David. But, he just played such an unbelievable 3+ quarters. And that, of course, is Andrew Guthrie, the 6'8" senior. He will be our Epifana McDonald's star of the game for, at least for Miami Trace in their first broadcast this year. He had a total of 12 points. He had a total of 11 rebounds tonight, so he had a double-double. He had 2 blocked shots, and he had a total of 2, 4, 5. He had 6 offensive rebounds, in which he converted into 6 points, 3 stick-back buckets. So definitely a big game there for Andrew Guthrie. Now, Miami Trace will be on the road. They go to Circleville Friday night. They go to Logan Elm on Saturday. They're at Washington Courthouse a week from Saturday. And then they play Madeira. I'm not sure why they were scheduled, but I guess, to find a non-conference. And that's on December the 22nd. So they'll be on the road for a couple games. And then, of course, following that will be the Epifana McDonald's Holiday Basketball Classic. And we can tell you that those games will be here at Miami Trace. And that will be on Tuesday, December 28th, with the consolation and championship game on Thursday, the 30th. And we'll be doing stories on our Fayette 43160 page and also on our community action page a little bit later on, either tonight or tomorrow, more about that. So again, final score 50-29, Miami Trace with the lead. And of course, as we mentioned before, big win for Miami Trace. They now go to 3-0 overall, 2-0 in the league. I've not heard how the game between Jackson and Courthouse went, but whoever wins that game, at least until Friday night, will be tied for first place with the Miami Trace Panthers in the FAC league. I see Coach Ackley is wrapping things up, so he'll be heading down here. We won't keep him very long, but we want to get a few comments from him. I'll probably ask the same questions Ryan asked you.
Well, good. I already have the answers.
You already got the answers then. Okay, first of all, this is the first time I've seen you. I watched you on the Miami Trace tapes the other night against your opponents that you played. The key, obviously, is you guys can start out fast, and it sets the tempo of the game for you.
Yeah, we didn't shoot it. The first 2 games, we shot at a really high clip early.
Yeah.
Tonight, I thought we missed some easy shots. We weren't in a great flow offensively, but our defense kind of created it. I was very pleased with our effort defensively. We knew coming in we had to stop the Davis kid. I went and watched him at Wilmington. We've got all the tape of their games, and we've studied him as hard as we could, and he's a big-time player in this league. For a sophomore, he does a lot.
Yeah.
And they've got a lot of kids around him that shoot it well. So we thought we had to try to take him away to the best of our ability and at least make him work for what he had. And I thought our kids responded.
I thought the Burns boy might be able to hurt you a little bit more, but you checked him pretty good. He only had 5 points.
Well, we've worked a ton on our defense. That's when you're in the Southeast District, you got to defend to get where, every team wants to go. And, we've got high expectations for this group, even though it's only year 2. But we are extremely deep. Our practices have been extremely competitive, and kids are fighting for minutes every single day. And it shows tonight. We've got Trey Robinette. I told the radio, Trey Robinette missed yesterday because he was sick.
Uh-huh.
And I shouldn't admit this. I'm kind of embarrassed, but, everything was going so well in the first half. There was such a flow.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't like we were subbing, but we weren't looking for a missing piece.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about him, Randy.
Oh, my goodness.
When you've been coaching 12 or 13 years at the varsity level, that's not supposed to happen. So
Yeah.
don't tell our Board of Education, Mrs. Pitts or Mr. Heyman. I hope they're not watching. But, a kid like him, and then so I told him at halftime, I said, Trey, it's on me. I'm really sorry. He was sick. He missed 1 day. It's not like he missed a week. And that's a kid that's been awesome for us. And he played well when he got in.
Yeah.
But, that's how well we were playing. Kids like Bryson Sheets, Colton May was exceptional tonight.
Yeah.
He's getting better every day. Shea Salyers was phenomenal.
I've taken a lot of shots in my career.
Ozzy's
At Ohio State.
He's our igniter. He makes it all go. Bo Decker can do anything, guard 5 spots, play 5 spots, and we haven't even got to our best kid yet, and that's true. So
Yeah. Well, I had 11 guys scoring tonight, except for Andrew. Everybody else was balanced scoring. He was the only one in double figures. He had a double-double. But the thing you talk about your defense real quickly, and then I'll wrap it up, is Hillsboro came in tonight. They was averaging around 52, 53 points a game. You held them at 29. And so basically, is it fair to say, as your defense goes, your offense will flow?
I hope so. I mean, our defense has not been near as good as it was tonight so far this year. I thought our kids locked into the game plan and they really executed. And this is only year 2, so they're still learning to trust me too and the staff.
Right.
So when they saw it working early, then it got even better. You know, to hold a team with a guard like him and the shooters they have, they're young and they lost a lot last year, new coaching staff. You know, they got a lot of things they're rebuilding, but I mean, they're a nice club. They're going. They scored 69 points a couple weeks ago on Blanchester, so they're dangerous. And to hold them to 13 points through 3 quarters, you know, I thought was a really good effort defensively, and it's a team effort. We did a good job on Davis, but everyone off the ball did well. We rebounded it well, and we had 2 of our better guards in foul trouble tonight, which is always a concern, and we survived it. So just very happy. It's a team win. These kids have really battled, worked hard. We went and watched the girls last night at Jackson. I was a little concerned about that, so when they had the fog delay today, I was extremely happy with Mrs. Pitzer and Mother Nature because that gave our kids a little extra time to rest, and it wouldn't bother me if they get another one tomorrow, so I'm rooting for fog tonight.
Okay, buddy. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be talking to you several games throughout the year, and good luck. Chillicothe Friday?
Yes,
Logan Elm Saturday?
Yes, extremely. No, we go to Jackson. Which it is no, but I mean, neither one of them, we don't want to go either place.
Well, yeah.
So it'd be an extremely challenging weekend for our kids. First game's on the road, so we'll have to be locked in and be ready to go, but be a nice measuring stick moving forward.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ben. Appreciate you joining us here on the postgame show.
Thanks, guys, for all you do.
Thank you. Talk to you later. All right, Ben Ackley, the boys varsity basketball coach of the Miami Trace Panthers. Again, Miami Trace goes to 3-0, 2-0 in the league, 50-29. So they're playing Jackson Friday night. I thought it was Chillicothe. I apologize for the mistake, but it does happen. It's not my first, right? It's a youngism, right? I even had people say that to me down at the Milford tournament. I was covering the Fayette Christian School boys and girls over the weekend. Somebody came up to me and I gave them an answer to, and they says, "That's a youngism, isn't it?" I thought, man, it's getting around. It's getting dangerous. Anyway, Miami Trace wins 50-29. Don't forget, our next broadcast will be Saturday afternoon, Adena at Washington Courthouse Girls. We'll take the air at approximately 1:15. Don't forget, this Saturday, the Epifano McDonald's Saturday show will be on. And, of course, at 8 o'clock, we're going to do 2 shows next 2 weeks. Nick's going to really be working me here. 8 o'clock this Saturday, we're going to be talking to the boys basketball coach. We've asked Coach Ackley. We've asked Coach Folk from Greenview. We've asked Coach Schaefer from Fayette Christian School and also Coach Bartlett from Washington Courthouse to join us. Then, after they're done, we'll try to be done around 8:45 or so. Then at 9:30, we're going to do Stars of the Game, Part 1 of the fall sports, and we'll tell you more about that. So don't forget, 2 shows from McDonald's Saturday, 8 o'clock, the coaches. Boys, we'll do the girls in January, and then first of 2 parts, the Star of the Game, again, from the fall sports, 9:30. And then basketball at 1:15. So, with that, our thanks to Dave and Myra. Great job. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to all our community supporters for being with us. Again, the final score tonight, Miami Trace goes to 3-0 with a 50-29 win. The reserves win 31-21 from Miami Trace High School. For Fayette County Youth Sports, I'm Randy Young for WC.